This is what I believe to be my nicest 79 to 86 driver's side T-top with the dark tint. I brought this one over to compare with, or I've had this one here, so I know I've got the right shade. This one's kind of got more of that mirrored finish, and it's a little easier to see through. This one's a lot darker, but it doesn't have that kind of yellow or greenish, like mirror reflectant. There are some scratches in the glass, but I didn't notice any chips. The exterior trim here is extremely nice, still very shiny and presentable. I don't know if that's original or if it's been repainted, but it is very presentable, like installation ready, I would say, depending on what your vehicle looks like or the other side of your car. So from right here at this angle, if you look at this corner, looks like some of the factory tint either was not applied right or is blotchy just in that little corner. So I know when it's installed in the roof, there's some bracketry and weather stripping there. Actually, when we flip it over, I'll look and see if there's a weather strip mark and see, like, when it's installed, if you would even see that. I think there's a black tray underneath there. But I'm pointing it out because I noticed it, and all of them have some kind of scratches. They're almost 40 years old. I chose these scratches, I guess, because they're kind of like, looks like somebody had groceries on the top or a box and slid it off the top of the car. They all kind of go that way. It's not like it was ever sitting on a cement or anything like that. You know, there's no swirls. There's no other real direction that most of these scratches go. There's a couple right in here. A couple right in here. I'm looking with my naked eyes and just recording for you. A couple light ones there. Don't feel those. So, I don't know. In total, maybe a dozen. You know, I'm counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You know, I am being very nitpicky because that's the whole purpose of this, is to be nitpicky. I didn't just pick the one closest to the door, and I wanted to get you approval. I'm gonna flip it over now, so we'll look at that splotch compared to the weather strip gasket, and I cleaned it off pretty darn good. Pretty flawless underneath here, like almost perfect. No damage, no scratches that I'm like really aware of. Just that little splotch there in the corner. I believe, I could be wrong, I believe the lock is locked. There's when I open the latch, I hear it kind of click, or I gotta kind of force it a little bit. If you look right there, I think that silver is supposed to be locking this thing. I've never had keys to any of my T-tops. I'm sure you can drill these two rivets out and the whole thing will come out. Or a lot of people have been, I believe, trying to look up the number on here and get an actual locking key for it. But super clean underneath here. I lubricated, just put a little dab of some oil right there just to make sure that when it does operate. Oh, and I dabbled some right here on these joints because this one came from the warehouse. So I'm sure, you know, once it's back on the car, being used all the time, it's going to function just like it should. But you'll have to make up your mind about that lock. I could take it out if you wanted before I ship it, but maybe you want to have that in there. Yeah, that's just catching that little thing that's sticking out. So I think it's a locked lock, but it does open and close. So that's totally all the way open. You'd be able to put it in your car, sit down, and close it. So it's a working 79, 86 dark tint driver's side T-top. Let me know what you think about that, sir. It gets double boxed and wrapped that way, so if that works for you, let me know, and it'll be out the door next business day. Thanks for everything.